Oh, I'm pumped. Hello, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of the Mestalla Complex and our first ever Champions League game in the series against some familiar foes. That's right, Arsenal are up first in our Champions League Group H, and then we'll have a game at home to Athletico Madrid, a big game because they are top of the league as the early runners after 3 games. Enough of that though, it's all about the Champions League, and we have been given a very hard group. If you didn't see the last episode, go back and watch it and you'll see how annoyed I was at the draw. We've got Bayern Munich, Arsenal and Young Boys. Young Boys, okay, we should really beat them, but Bayern and Arsenal, it doesn't get much harder than that. They've also made a few signings in this save where they've got an old friend in Matthias de Ligt. Felipe Luis has now joined, Nabil Fekir is there, Christian Pavon. It's scary. They've got a really good team, so let's see how we do. They've also got bloody Lucas. It's Lucas Perez. I thought it was Lucas Moura. I know which one I'd rather have. Just to quickly run you through what we have done. There's only been 2 games since the last episode. We lost 2-1 away to Real Madrid. Kadiri Mohamed actually put us ahead in the 17th minute, but Real Madrid came back and won in the end. Not comfortably, but it was good. We're closing the gap gradually. Skriniar scored, and so did Isco. So none of the big hitters really turned up. Maybe probably Isco because he's some player. But we probably deserved to get a draw. A bit unlucky to come away with nothing. We then had a comfortable win over 2-0 over Las Palmas. Ezequiel Garay and Carlos Soler, who started the season on fire, got the goals for us there. One other bit of news that we have brought in one more transfer, and that is, if you can remember, Iliquim Mangala. I'm just going to call him Mangala. I can never remember how you say his first name. On loan from City. We're only paying him 30k a week, but we are paying around about 100k a month for him. He's a very decent acquisition. Gabriel Paulista has left and gone off to, oh my god, where did he go? Oh, to Schalke for around about 9.25 million. In the end, it'll end up being that. Only 6 million straight up front. So we had to get in a kind of makeshift centre-back to help, and Mangala I think will be a decent acquisition. If you just look at the stats, physically the guy's an absolute powerhouse. Mentally not bad, but could probably be a bit better, and technically pretty much the same really. He's just a decent option. So in terms of the lineup, it's going to be our kind of normal normal 11 now. We're going to have Nato in goal, Wendell, Kadiri Mohamed, who is now in ahead of Jason Derulo as he's made a very poor start to the season, Garay and Vidal at right back. Then you've got Zobnin, Parejo and Soler, who seem to be mixing up quite nicely together. Bakali, who's still yet to really get going, only playing at 6.48. This is one of the last opportunities I'm really going to give him. If he doesn't start playing soon, then he can go. Well, not go, but he can have a knock out the team, basically, and we can just, sit him on the bench somewhere. Moses Simon on the right, with Patrick Cutrone up front. Hasn't scored in 2 games, so worrying times. It's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal line up, and you have to forgive me if my voice gives up halfway through. I think I'm beginning to develop a cold, so I can kind of feel it crackling a little bit. They've still got Czech in goal, so there's hope. Felipe Luis, Koscielny, De Ligt and Bellerin make it the back 4. Mesut Ozil and Aaron Ramsey are in behind it. Iwobi, Fekir and Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. I'm wondering then, I think we can get Ozil and Ramsey. That's a very makeshift sort of midfield. There's a lot of good ball players, not a lot in terms of who's going to get stuck in. So I'm going to passionately say, go out there and impress me. You know what it's like to beat Arsenal. You just rough them up a bit, and that usually does the trick. If we can get a win here, I think it puts us in a very decent position to start off the group. The games against Arsenal are going to be the crucial ones because I can't see us being behind. As Vendel goes on one hell of a run to Cutrone. Jesus Christ. We nearly scored in the first 14 seconds. That would have been magic. And the second highlight comes with Cutrone being tackled by De Ligt, but the ball has fallen to Moses Simon. I think he can definitely get at their back 3. Simon whips it in. Cutrone gets away from his man and heads it over the bar. Come on, Pat. Come on, Patrick. We've been all over Arsenal at the start. As Cutrone does get tackled by Koscielny. He plays it back to De Ligt. De Ligt to Bellerin. Arsenal playing the ball around nicely at the back. If we can get in against Ozil and Ramsey, that's where I think we're going to get the joy. We've got to be high press, straight on them. Good ball over the top. Aubameyang is through. This is dangerous. And he's just knocked it wide. Danger, though. On the counter, they're going to be very difficult to stop. Arsenal gradually coming back into the game. We should have really made the most of the first chances, but there is a highlight before the end of the half. Can we get a really needed goal? Not if Pereira plays a poor ball like that. Ozil's on it. And he's found the ball to Iwobi. He was very dangerous on this game. Iwobi out to Mkhitaryan. I can see the overlap already. Bellerin. Yeah. Bellerin. Great header from Vidal. Good clearance from Zobnin to Ozil. Ozil, come on, nick the ball off him. Yes! Soler gets on it. I can see Moses. If he makes that run, he's made a brilliant ball out to Cutrone. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. Goes around one. Great ball into Moses Simon. Must be shocking finish. Oh, brilliant save from Czech. We've been by far the better team. We just can't break through. I'm assertively say, I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. The result will come. Moses Simon, great as he's playing. I can't afford for him to get injured. He's coming off. And I'm going to swap Bakali and Grealish. Maybe Bakali have more luck over here on the right-hand side. Get the boys some encouragement. We've got 25 minutes to go. It'll be very disappointing in a game that we've pretty much dominated in terms of chances if we do not get a win out of this. I'm going to be a bit disappointed. It wouldn't be the best start. The Mestalla is our fortress. If we can't get a win here, we're in a bit of trouble. Come on. Make something. 2 minutes of injury time. It's not going to happen. I can't see it happening. We're not going to get the win that we really, really need. A 0-0 is not a bad result, but it's not brilliant considering our away form. Jack Wilshere plays the usual Jack Wilshere pass. Doesn't go anywhere. Pinamonti, is there a last minute chance? No. The ref blows up. It is a 0-0. A bit of a damp squib after all the build-up. You look at this, we absolutely bossed it. Arsenal didn't even have a shot on target. So I'm going to say to the boys, you were unlucky tonight. They're not too pleased with that. I'm going to passionately say to the guys at the back, you were very good. Garai's pissing me off. It is disappointing that we're not going to get off to a winning start. I really thought that we had that. I really did. So a 0-0 is not a bad result. It's good that we actually managed to keep them out. I am impressed by that. But we have a big game on Sunday against Athletico Madrid to come up next. If you look at the table, we are currently sat in 5th. 6 points from 9 is not bad considering the game that we lost was against Real Madrid. The two Madrid teams, as always, are off to maximum starts. So, good. So, here we are, viewers. Game against Athletico Madrid at the Mestalla. They are first in the league and doing quite nicely in a Belgium court, unlikely for Bakali. I can't imagine why. I'm actually going to have a chat with him because 6.44, whichever way you look at it, is not good enough. So I'm going to say, warm player, your recent form is abysmal. Okay, he's disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed in you as well, mate. Athletico Madrid, then. Let's see what we've got. It's one apiece in terms of the actual record between the two of us. We beat them last year at home. They beat us at their gaff as well. So very, very evenly matched teams. I think I'm going to stick with the same defence. The defence looked very solid in that game. Midfield can't really change. Bakali is definitely going to come out. I'm going to give Jack Grealish a bit of a run out today. And I might bring on Harry Wilson actually as well for Bakali, and he can get dropped to the bench just to emphasise how annoyed I am at his performance so far. Cutrone is going to retain his place up front, but if not, I think I'll bring Pinamonti on. If Cutrone doesn't perform in this game, Pinamonti is going to get a run in the team. So they're playing their usual 4-4-2. Griezmann's a left midfielder. Vitolo, Koke, Saul in the midfield, Costa and Vela, and then that back five. Oblak, Juanfran, Godin, Jimenez, Lucas. It is decent. Diego Costa is on fire in this early part of the season as well, so plenty of work to do to try and stop him today. It's been a quiet start to the game, not a lot really happening, although Madrid have just had their first shot on target, or I should call them Athletico, I suppose. Technically, if you call them Madrid, the people think it's Real. I wouldn't want to flick them with that. It's not been the greatest start from us. We're very, very much on the back foot, not really creating anything, and I feel like this is a problem. I still don't have that real standout star, if you know what I mean, in an attacking sense. We've got a lot of decent players going forward, but not a lot of real talent. Here's Griezmann to Koke. Koke out to Juanfran. Vitolo on the ball, cuts inside, plays a nice ball through to Vela. Vela to Costa. Costa, good save by Nato. Well done, mate. Good save. I tell the boys to push forward a bit though, because we're not really creating much, and that's not really what we need. Especially, it's very odd at the Mestalla that we don't create a lot of chances. We're always dominate the ball and kind of get on it a bit more when we're at home. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned that this has been such a poor start to the game for us, as Moses Simon looks to run at Lucas, who's on the yellow. So I'm glad we got Moses up against him, because he's the kind of guy that can beat a man just sheerly for pace. Vidal into Zobnin. Zobnin, good ball to Pereira, who's got a little bit of room. Finds Soler, he's our best player at the moment. Cutrone, great ball to Jack Grealish. Grealish goes around one. That is a poor finish, but it's a chance. Koke on the ball, finds Vitolo. Vitolo, you can see that as a superb pass. Kadiri Mohamed's giving away a penalty. Costa foul in the box. Steps up to take the pen. Great save by Nato. How long do you want to take to get up? Honestly, is what she said to me. Sorry. That's terrible. Costa, look at that. Great save by Nato. Sorry, that was my impression of Nato there, for anyone that... Oh, f*** off. Honestly. Well, I feel that's a little bit harsh, although you look at the stats and you could argue that they probably deserve that. I'm going to get assertive, not aggressive just yet, say I'm disappointed, I expect better. It doesn't matter who it is, if it's Grealish, if it's Bakali, if it's Moses Simon, anyone on that left-hand side, I cannot get them to play well. The problem with Athletico is they're so hard to break down. I'm going to take Garay off because he's been really poor. Charlie Mulgrew is going to come on for a bit of leadership, which is what I think we need. Ooh, I'll tell you what, actually. Bring on Harry Wilson as well. I'll swap him with Moses Simon, and Harry can go out there, and he can also be an inside forward. We'll put him on attack. We're going to move Vidal. We're going to move Wendell up top. I think soon the 4-1-2-3-0 is going to come into formation. I had to wait to try and get myself a better striker that can play as the second one. I come back and it looks like we've got a chance here. Wendell whips the ball in, not his best effort. Simon gets the ball before Griezmann to Day Pereira. Have a crack. Oh, for God's sake. He just wants to have 24 hours on every single ball. Simon whips it in, doesn't beat Jimenez, and they're so good at the back. So there, Cutrone. How has he missed that? How have you missed that? It started so well with Patrick, and now I'm getting a bit irritated. How has he missed that? He plays it back out to Vela. They're so patient. They're so good. Griezmann smashes it over the bar. They're so good. We're just that step below. You've got the top three, us, everybody else. But is there a chance here? Zobnin to Soler. Come on, mate. What the F was that? These Zobnin's picked it up. Well done, mate. Come on. Zobnin, good ball around the wing to Harry Wilson. Doesn't quite get to it. Funny how that wasn't a flipping pen. Anytime you want to create something, boys. Anytime. 4 minutes of add-on time to go. What's the point? 4 minutes is up. It's going to be 0-0 and a 1-0 for today's episode. That is glorious in every respect. I'm going to say, aggressively, I'm not happy with that. And I am not happy with that. That is such a poor performance. I'm sure you think it's a pleasure, Diego, to take me on because you actually beat me this time. So that leaves us 9th in the table. 2 wins, 2 defeats. Funnily enough, the 2 defeats against the 2 Madrid teams. Who would have thought it? We're just not at that level. It's probably because I have no budget. I'm a little bit annoyed. Barcelona, well, we're on the same amount of points as them. They lost to Vallecano, so make of that what you will. I think what we'll do is we will come back for the away game against Bayern, and we'll have a home game against... I want to have the home game against Vallecano. They are new to the league. They're playing quite well at the moment, so I think we'll come back for that. I want to watch at least every team in our Champions League group at least once, and I'd like one away tie. I don't want to go to the Emirates because we did that a lot in the West Ham save. So what we'll do is we'll have the away tie or away game against Bayern at the start of November with the home game against Vallecano, and then to finish off the Champions League we can have then the home game for young boys and the away trip to Zaragoza. So there's a lot of games to get through there. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Hopefully we'll be able to pick some form up in the coming games, because I tell you what, we need it, and there are some hard fixtures coming up here in the next one in the league. From here on in, we've got Barca, Villarreal and Sevilla all coming up. It's not going to be easy after this Alaves game. That's a tough run. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. Come back for no doubt pasting away in Germany against Bayern Munich. Until I see you there, stay cool.